Access granted. Welcome to the resistance, Evolutionary Revolutionaries. Subject, Maria Estrada. Status, running for Assembly District 63. Nemesis incumbent, Anthony Rendon. Neoliberal centrist sellout of the people.
Let's talk about our local community activist, Maria Estrada, armed with a megaphone and a huge heart. She's up against Anthony Rendon and his special interests that are damaging the community. Hello, my name is Miguel Zuniga, your host for Evolutionary Revolutionaries, former national delegate for Bernie Sanders, and congressional Green candidate for the Green Party. Well, right now I'd like to talk about Maria Estrada and why I wholeheartedly endorse her for many reasons. One of them is even though I don't trust, believe, or even want to build on the Democratic Party anymore, I call them the hypocrites for a reason. There's still a few Democrats I'm willing to work with because I do believe in an inside-outside strategy. I'm building a third party. That's why I'm a Green congressional candidate. But I support any candidate that's willing to call out the duopoly, like I said, from the inside or the outside. And Maria Estrada is one of those insiders. Um, she is a Democrat, obviously, and that's why I had to explain this first, because me, I'm not too big on supporting any more Democrats, especially after everything they've done to us, the nation, the rigging of their own primaries, all that. Well, Maria Estrada has always been on top of calling it out. And to me, if you're going to be part of that party, don't go there and make friends with them because they're not our friends anymore. You got to call them out. You got to throw dirt in their face like they've been throwing it in ours. And it's sad that we have to come to these alternatives, but the reality is that politics is dirty, and you guys are way too respectful to some of these politicians that are our oppressors. So this is why I support Maria Estrada, because she understands who our oppressors are, and she's been calling them out, fighting them day in, day out. Um, she goes and does house calls. She's known for running with her megaphone and making these people feel uncomfortable, and not in the physical form, but they have the nice homes. They have health care. They have the stuff that we're asking them to provide us as our public servants. But instead, they're catering to corporations. They're catering to the big market. They're catering to the big pharma, the big oil. All these people, um, you know, Exide is one of his biggest donors for Anthony Rendon, Maria Estrada's competitor, the same guy who, when he started his political career, started on a single payer healthcare basis. And he's totally left the program because when the opportunity arose for him to support single payer care right here in California, we had a state bill called 562, SB 562, and it would have provided all Californians with fully covered health care. And he shelved it. He said it wasn't ready, this and that. He made every excuse in the book, but he didn't mention about the $400,000 donation he received from Big Pharma the week before he gave in from the healthcare market. So that's just one of the things that this guy is doing to his own community. Exide, is a company that is guilty of poisoning the area, the water, and he took big money from them. He never gave it back. He never announced them. And why would he when he's actually working for these people? I always tell people, the people that write your checks is the people that you work for. Maria Estrada has raised, last I checked, less than $30,000. This man, Anthony Rendon, has already raised over $3 million. Over $1 million of it is called uncoded, which means it's still not reported where the money comes from. And then there's Mike Bloomberg, who's actually donated to him, but it's undisclosed. So I'm thinking it's part of that uncoded. Now, is a whole million from Mike Bloomberg? Who knows? 500,000? Who knows? We don't know because it's uncoded. Now, this is supposed to be disclosed information. Why is it uncoded? And when will he release the code? After the election? If he rigs it, if he's the nominee? Alex Padilla is our Secretary of State. He's been served, on election fraud and everything, and nothing ever happened. Nothing, they always get away with it. So that's why we need people like Maria Estrada who calls these things out. You didn't hear it from me first, probably if you're already a follower of Maria Estrada, but if you're not, find out who she is. Find out who she really is. They already did an anti-Semitic piece on her. They've done all sorts of stuff on her, but she was one of Bernie Sanders' biggest supporters, a Jew. So a lot of these hit pieces don't even make sense, because you can call out a government and not call out the whole religion and the people that believe in it, and that's exactly what she's done. So people will take the words and twist them any chance they get when they feel threatened. I mean, Anthony Rendon hasn't been able to run an honest campaign against her if he's running smears daily because he has all his money to do mailers. And that's one thing you have to notice, guys. When someone's running mailers every day, that's very expensive, very expensive. Also, why would he need $3 million for, why would anybody even invest $3 million into a politician that's going to be in the chair that only pays slightly over $100,000? I think it's less than $110,000 a year. What kind of investment is that? Obviously, it's a good investment if the laws and the bills that you want out of it get passed, which blocking healthcare is one of them. Why do you think Big Pharma is one of his biggest investors? So if you're in District 63, Assembly District 63, please support my revolutionary sister, Maria Estrada. And Maria Estrada, thank you so much for everything that you're doing, putting your life on the line, your blood, sweat, and tears. A person like me will always appreciate a person like you because, the fight goes unnoticed. And whether they say you're a dirty fighter or not, I don't care. We need fighters because there's enough people just, bowing down. And that's why they're getting away with everything. When we have a presidential election that comes down to Biden and Trump, it says a lot about where the system's going. And thank you, Maria, for running. Thank you for fighting. And let's get you in there. Man, it'll be so good to see someone with a voice in office. And Maria Estrada, that megaphone, you don't need it because that voice carries. I love you, sister, and let's win. Assembly District 63. I know we got one more day, but make it count. Vote for Maria Estrada. Thank you.